What is up, guys? It's going to be my review on WrestleMania 28. Now, I just want to say this first. This is a much better WrestleMania than 27 in my opinion, because I thought 27 was one of the all-time worst. But the way this WrestleMania starts out, you wouldn't think so, because it starts out with Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. You know, that sounds great. It would have been a great match if it was a real match. The match is like 20 seconds. Of course, they went on to build a storyline out of the whole finishing move, because it was one move and it takes out Daniel Bryan, and then you have your new world champion, which was bullshit, and the crowd was so over on Daniel Bryan. This is when the whole yes chant started getting really, really hot. And I mean, even throughout the rest of the card early on, they were chanting Daniel Bryan throughout the whole, throughout matches. But that was just a bullshit thing to do. I mean, he could have lost it, but let him, lose like a champion. Not like that. Next you have Randy Orton versus Kane. When I watched this match live, I didn't really care about it. But honestly, it wasn't a bad match going back and watching it. So I guess you can say this is our opener. And, it was a pretty fair match. I mean, it's not great by any means. I'm glad Kane won. He deserves the win. Randy Orton, I can't even remember really the whole story behind this. There may have not even been a huge story behind this at all. But this match, it wasn't bad. There's a few good parts. I like the ending with the whole choke slam off the top rope. That was pretty neat. But, just the same. It's just decent at best. Next you have Cody Rhodes versus Big Show. This match was pretty shitty. This was a pretty terrible match. And the whole storyline to this was Big Show needs to get his WrestleMania moment. And honestly, if you call this a WrestleMania moment, then that's bullshit, because if you're facing Cody Rhodes and you weigh over 500 pounds, you should be able to beat Cody Rhodes. But yeah, it's a pretty short match. He gets the punch in, he wins, and then he acts like he's so excited. But honestly, and then they were trying to praise it. There is Big Show's WrestleMania moment. No, that wasn't a WrestleMania moment, and no one really gave a fuck either. Next you have Kelly and Maria Menounos, or I can't never say her name, versus Beth Phoenix and Eve. And nobody gave a fuck about this match either. Maria couldn't do anything. She was supposed to be the celebrity in this, so of course we knew that her team was going to win. Kelly did most of the work. You can even hear the crowd. They were chanting for Beth Phoenix and Eve. But Maria, I mean, there was a really bad spot in the match that was hard to watch, where she's trying to get on the top rope, and you can see her legs shaking. It's like, what are you doing up there? You shouldn't even be up there. Don't even try anything. You're going to get yourself hurt. Just bad match. Next you have where the card actually picks up. You have End of an Era Hell in a Cell match. Triple H versus Undertaker. Now, this is all opinion, but as I said, this is much better, in my opinion, than WrestleMania 27 match. I mean, the crowd was definitely into this match. It told a really good story. I really liked the story better going into this one. And just the match itself, Shawn Michaels played a great part in this. The match went back and forth. There was a lot of good spots in this, like where Triple H threw Undertaker onto the steps. You could see on Undertaker's back where he was pretty bruised up by the end of the match, and there was just a lot of good spots. And then Shawn Michaels, where he kicks, this is probably my favorite part of the match. He super kick. He super kicks Undertaker into a pedigree, and honestly, I thought that might have been it right there. But he kicks out. Just really entertaining stuff. This match was very good. My complaint with this match, though, will be that it was Hell in a Cell. I love, Hell in a Cell with these two guys, awesome, but they didn't use the cell enough. Didn't really feel much like a Hell in a Cell match, but the story itself and, the match, the quality of the match was just fantastic. Match of the night, hands down. Then we bring it back down with Team Teddy versus Team Johnny. This match was pretty quick, mostly Booker T. I think Booker T, he's the one that lost it for Team Teddy, but I mean, he showed that he could still wrestle and put on a good match. But honestly, I mean, the whole storyline going into this was, whoever won got to be GM of both shows. And if you're going to go with a team, why the fuck would you pick some of these guys like Drew McIntyre, David Otunga, The Miz, Jack Swagger. I mean, really, why would you pick these guys? You could pick some top tier guys. I mean, I know they needed to find a way to put them on the card, but I mean, let's just think, if you were the GM, would you pick these guys? No, you wouldn't. A great Khali, really, come on. Okay, next we have CM Punk versus Chris Jericho, another great match. Not as good as I thought it would be, honestly. I mean, it's a great match, but I think their match at Extreme Rules was much better. But I mean, there was a lot of good spots in this. I like the promo and the story going into it, and I like how Chris Jericho was trying to get himself, he's trying to get CM Punk disqualified by not, he was like just trying to make him, really angry, and not, I don't know, it was just a really good match. Like, he's always like, hit me, your dad's an alcoholic. Just really, really good stuff. But there is a lot of good counters in this. There's a lot of good close spots in there, and there's just a lot of really good high points in this match. It's really good, but like I said, Extreme Rules, I liked it much better. And then you have the main event, The Rock versus John Cena. Once in a lifetime, so they said. Oh, I'm sorry, we forgot about one thing that nobody gives a fuck about. Brodus Clay does this stupid-ass dancing shit that nobody gave a fuck about. And then, of course, you have, I think his name was Flo Rida. Can't really remember, but yeah, he does the song for The Rock. And, yeah, nobody cared for that either. Yeah, The Rock, John Cena. This match did not live up. It did not do it. I mean, you had a whole year building this up. I mean, how could they possibly... There's no way that this would have been as good as you thought it would be. The match itself was good, and the crowd was really into this match. That's what I liked. It wasn't on the same par with Rock and Hogan. That is one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time. But this match still was pretty good. The crowd was definitely into it. A lot of good spots. But, and you really didn't know who was going to win it at this time. I don't know, man. It was just, going into it, I really didn't know who was going to win it, but still, they just could not live up to the expectations. Of course, it was still one of the better matches on the card, but still, it just did not do it for me. But, of course, The Rock won, and thank God he did, because everybody's tired of John Cena. Everybody fucking hates him. They need to get rid of him. John Cena's been there way too fucking long. But I'm going to rant on him sometime. But yeah, this is a good match. I'd have to go back and watch WrestleMania 29's rematch, because I can't really decide which one's better. But this match here, like when I watched it live, I didn't think it was much. It's one of those matches that grew on me. Like once I got the DVD and I watched it a few times, I started appreciating it a lot more. And that usually happens on a lot of these matches. But yeah, I mean, it's still a good match. I'd still give it a 3.5 stars. That's probably what I'd give it. But anyway, this isn't one of the best WrestleManias, but it's much better than 27, and it's even much better than 29. Again, like when that comes out here soon, I think it comes out Tuesday, I'll be reviewing it sometime. But yeah, I think this was probably one of the better WrestleManias in the 20s, I should say. Not the best, but we'll get to that another day. Anyway, that's my review on WrestleMania 28, and I'll see you guys next time.